Good morning, students.
Good morning, sir.
In this tutorial, as a spoken English teacher, I have given you many different tasks, and I do believe that you will try to explain about your viewpoint related to the topics as what is given to you. First and foremost, you know, as much more formal, you have to give your intro, then try to clarify about your presentation, which is playing your mind. So, as an initiator, I would like to come to you. Please carry.
Good morning, guys. I'm Sudeep here. I read in class 6. My school name is Batra MSPCI School. So today in our tutorial, our respected sir given us a very nice topic for discussion. The topic name is, can education drive away povertiness? So to starting this point, first of all, I would like to say that what is education? Education is not the amount of information that put in human brain. It must have man-making, character-making and life-building ideas. That is called education. And not only that, if we take a look on every successful person, every great and successful person, then we can find that everybody are high educated. Without education, that is not possible for them to be successful in their life. So education is needed, and not only that, book is the main resource of getting education. So for that reason, book learning is very important. And in the next, I would like to mention the differences between developed countries and developing countries. The all developed countries like America, Britain, France, England, etc. So they are developed because 100% peoples are educated, literate. But in our country, we are still developing because in our country 50 above peoples are illiterate. 50% above peoples are illiterate. How is it possible for us? Now I would like to say that if you have no education, then you are as same as like a blind. But difference is still there, that he is blind because without having eyes, but you are blind to having eyes. That is the main problem. That means you are dependent on others. Having to this all advantage, you are dependent because you have no the light of education. You don't know what is right and what is wrong. So education not only provide us that type of thing, education also give us the right language, learn us the right language, talk with others. So education is needed because education provide us ideas, knowledge, development, economy, everything. And education to remove superstition, child labor, child marriage, illiteracy, povertiness, corruption. Education is needed. Without education, nothing is possible. In a nutshell, I would like to say that education, as we all know, that to survive we need food, clothes and shelter. Education is need. Education is indeed to survive, because education doesn't provide us bread, but it learns us the way to earn bread.
Very good. Thank you very much. Give a big hand to this fellow. Really done a very good job. Now I just come to the next performer. Now I do believe that you also can do your best. Carry on, please.
Good morning, my respected sir and dear friend. Here is Kamala in class 6 and my school name is Nayana School. So our respected sir has given nice topic. That topic name is, can education drive away povertiness? To starting this point, I would like to say that what is the meaning of education? The process of receiving or giving systematic instruction, especially at school or college, and it is a type of knowledge that help us to get success in our future. And now I would like to say, what is the relationship between education and povertiness? In our foreign country, there maximum people are educated, and they invent new things. That is why that countries are great, and that country is called developed country. But our India is still developing country, because in India maximum people are uneducated and they did not get opportunity for study. And nowadays in India the percentage of illiterate is more than literate. Like a tree, poverty has many roots, but among the many causes of global poverty, one factor stand out, that not every people is extremely poverty, but maximum people are living in extremely poverty because of doing lack of basic education. Education is often referred to as the great hobby, and it can open the door of jobs. And I have found the inner meaning of education. E for energy, D for discipline, U for unity, A for aim, T for talent, I for interest, O for opinion, and N for noble. And in a nutshell, I'd like to say that to remove child labor, illiteracy, child marriage, and provertiness, education is needed. If we do education, that we can success in every field of activity in our life.
Very good. Thank you very much. Give a big hand to his fellow. Also have done a very good job. Now I would like to come to the next participants.
So good morning everyone, my name is Ranjan. We are studying class 9 school name is Harvard School. So without wasting time, first of all I will try to start my topic. That yes, education is obviously very important and relevant issue. In each and every field of activity, education is needed. We know that in our past generation, each and every people, they can't get the opportunity to fulfill their education. But in that modern generation, we get that's an opportunity to fulfill our education. So this is true that in this modern generation, India is a very biggest civilization, and we can also a part of this civilization.
Very good.
And we know what is the negativity of the India. That the negativity of the India is the education level is much more poor. But in other country, USA or they are foreign country, they are in there. They can get an interest to complete their education, and they can also invest their money. And the reason is education. But in our India, and especially in our India, inside of village there are a lot of people who have getting interest, but they can't get opportunity to fulfill their education. But inside of city dwellers, they get the opportunity. They can't use the opportunity to right way. So that is the negativity. Suppose I get an example. If any little children, they can thinking that education is a very bad and very negative concept. Playing is a very good and interesting concept. But and that children, after few years, they can realize that what is the importance and essentiality of the education. And another concept is, suppose in the spoken English, we are learning spoken English to become a great person and become a great speaker to in our future. But there are a lot of children who are thinking that education spoken English is a very boring concept. But in my opinion, spoken English is one of the things that we can change our life. We can speak each and every field of activity. So this is true that our government also try to establish the village, getting school in village in rural area to remove the child labor and the child marriage. The education getting that success, education is needed. So that is my point.
Okay, thank you very much. Also give a big hand to this fellow. I've done a very good job indeed. Especially, we should not treat education for an employment generations, for earning money or economical implementations. Such things is actually, if we always consider for getting education, for having success on those type of activities as what is being done in our own future, it is not that way to learn education. Rather, education give us knowledge, and that knowledge help us to create something else, something better in our own future. That is the perspective. That should be the perspective in life, for getting education. Thank you very much indeed. Thank you.